Welcome everyone and welcome MTO family once again to this project update. Today we will be covering just a few things. We will be talking about what the marketing, what are we doing right now on marketing and why. We will be answering some questions that has been asked in the past as well. And we will be talking, of course, about the FUD going around and all these kind of things. And most importantly, of course, we will be going through a quick project update on what has been happening literally in the past couple of weeks. Last project update, which was the MVP, you know, basically if you watch it. If not, just go and watch it. It's on the website. On the YouTube channel. Really important. That something I want to ask you guys is please subscribe to this channel. This is the official MTO channel and we will be bringing you all the news and everything coming out through this channel from now on. So don't forget to subscribe. Also, if we manage to reach the 100,000 subscribers here, we can get the notification that we are literally the only channel of the official channel, and that will also happen with Telegram and with Twitter as well. So the more people we have here, the better it will be. Now, let's go into marketing. What has been going on? The first thing that I want to say is that we are boosting the videos. As you can see here, sorry, let me just actually reduce my camera. So as you can see here, we have at the moment 4 videos made for the channel. This is the first one that we already posted long ago, and I have been boosting it with YouTube analytics. So basically I'm paying this to be proposed to other people, and so far we have got almost 5,000 views, which is great. And also we posted a new video which is how to buy on Uniswap. That video also we have boosted it and we have got 1,152 views already. We are not boosting it too much at the moment. We are gonna do increase kind of like how much we spend on these ads in the future, but at the moment we are keeping it quite low because first of all we're trying it out, testing it to see what's the conversion rate on that. But most importantly, we want the problem is the current market trend at the moment as well. So as you can see here, literally you can see that the majority of the views on this video has come through YouTube advertising. So you know, for those of you who were saying that we couldn't advertise on YouTube, that's basically what's happening, and you can see there. Another thing is the current trend of Bitcoin. We were trading at 60,000 not long ago, and right now we're trading at 43,000 Bitcoin, which has had an impact on every other cryptocurrency out there, altcoin out there. And with the fact that the price of Bitcoin haven't yet recovered, then there is investors or token holders, new token holders are even more wary right now to invest in new projects or in projects that they haven't heard of. So that's the reason why as well we're not doing too much on the marketing at the moment. We're still, getting, as I was saying before, raising the awareness, which is targeting certain niches, and you have seen it on the Telegram group. If you're not, just go and join it. We have been sharing basically, or asked influencers to collaborate with us to get some talking about the project on what's coming in their channels, which will basically reach certain niches and certain people, and they will join. Actually, we see that today. We saw that a new video came out in the Arabic community, and we got literally 20 to 30 people just joining in matter of hours, which is great to see that as well. So we're seeing some conversion on that side. Another really interesting as well thing that I want to see, MTO to USD, is the fact that we had literally after we posted the video today, we had a bit of a pike in here on the price. So that means that we did had some money coming in as well on that side. So we have maybe a few new holders on that side, which is really interesting to see as well when we're seeing that. Again, these are not huge numbers because we are not doing anything huge at the moment. Spending hundreds of thousands into marketing when the market is going down, it is really hard. What you need to target right now is those investors or those people that know how the market works, and getting someone on board now that knows that the price will go up because right now the market trend is going down. Then those are the people that you want to do, and this is the reason why I have been working with small YouTubers or small influencers. In the next few weeks, what to expect is first of all, literally by the end of the month, I will share the specific date for Hotbit listing very, very soon. But once we have that, you will see that we will go into the AMAs, into other Telegram channels as well, or myself, I will go to do some AMAs with people to answer those questions. And we will also do collaboration with other Telegram groups that they do AMAs for that, to kind of like impact certain niches and certain groups as well. So that's also something coming. As I said, the listing in Hotbit has marketing in the package, so we will be reaching basically to their community, and hopefully we will have a conversion as well on that once we list in there as well. After that, the majority, I would say, of the marketing will come in February. We will keep working with influencers. From next week onwards, it will be maybe 2 to 3 videos a week, or posts, I would say. We're going to start working with some people in Twitter as well. We're going to start doing as well some some reports on certain news events, that they're gonna kind of like be talking about MTO, because we need to have those papers as well out there talking about MTO, because it's not only videos, it's not going to be only tweets, it's not going to be only that, but also basically we need people talking about that, and on the news as well that are related to crypto in general. Another thing really important, I had a meeting with another crypto project, and basically I have been talking with different projects as well, where we share certain information, and I was told that the best conversion they have had to other projects is through ads directly. So using the ads on YouTube, Google Analytics, and Facebook, those are the ads that has the best conversion. So I will be targeting those one as well. As I say, we are doing it right now. We are just gonna kind of like increase, and everything I am just keeping track on which one has the best conversion, and then we will move on forward with that, and we will target those specific points that we're getting more conversion in there. Regarding the fads that we have seen, and I want to share this with you guys. This is from Certik, literally update on what's going on Twitter. Not long ago, we had a positive trend of, it was positive and negative, it was half and half, 13% if I'm not mistaken. Now we have again a negative of 25% and an 8% positive. However, we have seen that even the amount of Twitter followers have been increasing recently as well, and that's definitely due to the videos, the influencers that have been posting out there, which is nice to see. However, this is when I am talking about the impact that you guys have on your project, because if someone new just come in and goes and joins the Telegram and joins the Twitter, and they see that people are just talking bad about the project, are calling this project a scam, are sharing things concerns that are gonna be get concern to other people, then they're not gonna be buying MTOs. And by doing that, guys, you are literally just flooding your own bags. So this is something that you actually have to be careful with. Again, this is decentralization. You are free to do what you prefer or what you think is the best. But I literally had a comment today, I think it was, a person saying that now I'm covering up for MTO and because I'm getting paid for that. First of all, I want to clarify that yes, I am getting paid because I am doing a job. So definitely, that's the reason why. But do not question my integrity here. I wouldn't be working for a project that I don't believe on, and most importantly, I wouldn't be working so many hours, into a project or with so much passion into a project that I don't believe on. So yes, I do have to defend, of course, the project against certain attacks. And that includes my job as well, defending John and Axel and everyone else, definitely, because so many people say, like, oh, you're defending them. Yes, I am. That's my job. But I want to clarify that I wouldn't be working for them if I do not believe in this project. So literally, if something were to change in the future and something happened, it doesn't matter how much money I'm getting paid, I will leave the project, which is not the case. I am extremely, extremely happy right now with the vision of the project and where we're heading. So that's something I really want to clarify. But the fact that I'm getting paid for that, it doesn't change my stance on the project. And another person said that what happened before, you were one of the ones that were complaining about the project. And I want to clarify that I never was planning to sue MTO. I only wanted to do a legal investigation. That it has been very clear from the beginning, and the whole point of that was to find answers to our questions, which I had. They actually came up into my channel with a Q&A, and everything kind of like move on from there. Then after a couple of months after that, they saw that I kept going. I created the MTO army that kept growing, and they saw that I was actually trying to do my best to improve the project, and that's the reason why they decided to offer me the position. And so far they have been happy with my job, and the community overall, there is always the odd one out, but overall the community has been happy as well with my job, and we are just gonna keep going. But this is what I really, really want you guys to look into. That these are the terms that are related to merchant token. And this is not me, this is coming from Certik, which is a third party. So you can see really nice and good. It is actually starting to grow up, but there is still this massive scam project here that kind of like tear this down. So the overall consensus, it is quite negative. So these are the things that that we need to look into that as well. And I understand your points. You guys say we need to release certain information for that, but we can't share all that information because we will end up into a rabbit hole that is just gonna go and there is not gonna be any answer for that. The only thing that we're gonna be sharing here is goals. We are gonna achieve those goals that we have set on the white paper, and we are gonna go for them. And the more we move forward, the more we will be sharing, of course, those achievements, and you're gonna see them there. So another point, which basically brings me to my third and last point, is the project update. Basically, what the developers have been working on after the MVP came out. And if you remember the MVP, we were only showcasing the automatic dispute management. What the developers have been working on is integrating the manual dispute management, which is basically the one that you can go and test for yourselves. At first, you could actually go and test the MVP yourself directly. Now you only need Test MTOs, which we haven't shared the link to request Test MTOs because the manual dispute management is not quite ready yet. I was supposed to have, and I shared it on Telegram, it was a meeting. I think it was somewhere around the Wednesday, and I actually, the reason why I postponed today's project update, yesterday's to project update to today's, was because I wanted to share some more insights on what was happening in there. But unfortunately, the developers had to deal with some bugs with the coding, and they basically postponed it, and we couldn't do it this week. So it is planned to set for next week. So I hope next Friday I will be able to bring you some insights on what's going on. This is actually the page which I'm gonna hide the link, sorry guys. So yeah, this is the page where you can actually go and request the test MTOs. As you can see, it's ready, nothing fancy, it is just mostly for developers actually to go and do that. What we are trying to do is to get people who knows about coding and who will be able to provide some insights and some more benefits basically to the project. So also for you to be able to use test MTOs, you will need or you will require to have test Ethereums, which is not real Ethereum. They're free, but they're very hard to combine. So definitely a developer will own test Ethereums, and those are basically the people that we are targeting here. So that's kind of like what the team, the developers have been working on in the past couple of weeks. I really hope soon in the next few days we will have some more details about what's going on, and we will be able to share the link for the test MTOs and of course the manual dispute management as well. Another thing I wanted to touch base with you was the fact, a couple of questions that we were asked during the AMA last week. The first question is about the bridge itself. So we're still working on that. We haven't been able to advance on that because that's going to be done once the MVP is completely finished. But once the MVP is completely finished and you guys are testing it, then we will start looking into the bridge. We haven't decided yet which bridge are we going to go for. I know you guys throughout the community were talking about what bridges, and I really appreciate that because that's actually an idea. That's actually a good idea that you come back to us and you tell us these are the blockchains that we would like MTO to be on, so that and these are the reasons why we prefer this rather than that. Then we will take all the information, we will definitely discuss it between us and the developers, and then of course the last decision will be on the developer side, but definitely we will take in consideration everything that you guys are saying to us, because again we want to get you involved as much as possible on this. We were asked a question about if the development of the bridge will actually bring some delays into the project overall. And the question, we cannot answer this with a hard yes or a hard no, but so far for what the developers have seen and what we have discussed with the developers, this should not have any delays or bring any delays into the project. 2 seconds. So basically creating the bridge for MTO into another blockchain should not create any delays on the overall project. So that's a great news actually, to be honest, to have there. Another thing is there was a big question actually, which was asked on a message. And I don't actually remember. I copy and pasted this question, but I don't have the name of the person. But it was regarding the white paper, regarding what blockchain are we going to be developing on, and certain kind of things. This is quite a hefty question, which we are not ignoring. That's the reason why I'm bringing it up, and we are keep it aside for now, and we hope to have an answer for that, kind of like a real answer and how do you call it, an official answer actually for that question in the next project update. So for now I'm just gonna bring a post to that. On that, I want to actually give you an update, because this is of course for the project and is a personal one. As you guys know or can hear from my accent, I am not British. I have been living in UK for the past 6 years because I was basically living in Italy before. I just thought I wanted to come here to learn English and to improve my life, which it did. However, I don't have anyone here. My family is in other countries, and my mom unfortunately has been not well recently. So I will be moving in the 1st of February. I will be moving back to Italy. My job right now is fully remote. I will still be in Europe in case there is any meetings that needs to be done physically. But anyway, so this will definitely not impact my work. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be moving to Italy, back, where my family is, and so on. Also, will be able to help take care of my mom. Unfortunately, my mom is not in Italy, but I'm trying to get her to be transported to Italy from where she is right now, so that we can be together and take care of that, of her as well. So I just wanted to guys let you know that, as you know, for me, transparency is key, and I don't want you guys to then thinking, oh, why your background is changing, or many other things as well. So just bear in mind as well that on the first, maybe 31st, 1st and 2nd, I will be still active on Telegram, but I will be a bit less active in general, just because I will be doing all the movements there. But just to kind of like let you know about that. At this point, I will just go into the questions. So if you have any questions, just please put it in the comments, and I will go and read them now as well. So I have a question here from Thomas Walter. What about token price? Token price, that's what it is. I want to clarify that the token is decided, the price of the token is decided by token holders, so yourselves. If you decide that you are happy of selling it at 17 cents, that is trading right now, then that's what basically is going to be worth. If nobody were to sell it at this price, then the price will definitely go up. Unfortunately, we cannot control the price of the token. What we can do is we can take actions to raise awareness towards the project, and most importantly, develop the project itself. So that's basically it. Let's go for other questions. They should, Barnabas, it says they should just get merchants using it. That's the whole point of merchant token, is once we have everything created and out there, we will start getting merchants. And that's the key role that Heaps actually plays into this project, because without Heaps, we could still develop the project or the technology, but Heaps is what makes everything or this project so in such a great position, because Heaps has already a lot of connections out there, has a lot of customers, those customers has a lot of merchants. So basically, because of Heaps, we have a lot of connections, and we are one step ahead of any competition that could arise right now. But that's basically really, really important for us and for you guys to understand. But we will not be able to get any merchants until the project itself is created, and it will take time for that to happen. It is just not as quick as people say, and most importantly, get it out of your head. Doesn't matter how much money you have, certain things takes time anyway. What are they showing us? Price analysis. There is no volume. Anybody? About volume, I wanted to actually point something else, Horacio Raviolo, that I cannot see it right now here on the computer, but I have it on the apps. Basically, the volume on the MTO in general is at the moment, you can see here, even $1,000 or something like that, so very low. However, on Whitebit, the volume was 170k yesterday in one day, in the last 24 hours, so it's not that bad as it looks here. I have been in contact with CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and Whitebit itself to try to sort that issue. So hopefully in the next few days everything will be resolved. But I was actually postponed. Last time I spoke with was literally a few hours ago with someone in Whitebit, and it was postponed to Monday. So hopefully on Monday that will be sorted as well, or next week. I will put it at that because I don't want to do it on Monday. Barnabas, as I say, marketing, I wouldn't even call it marketing, but I will call it actually project awareness. So what we're trying to do here is trying to gain new token holders that hopefully is going to boost the price of the token by doing that. And because if we manage to get that higher up, then the overall community will be happier. And by having a happier community, we will definitely be able to boost it even more. And by the time the product is ready and we will be able to launch it, we will have our community backing us up, and that's definitely gonna help. It's not gonna stop us. The fad will never stop us. It's just gonna, be better if we manage to change people's mind as well. Horacio, regarding Koti and Utrust, I have answered those questions before. Both Koti and Utrust are payment related projects. Utrust has been out for like 3 years or something. They actually just joined with a blockchain. I don't remember which one is it, but they are centralized. So the whole point here is that it's the same thing. If PayPal were to come up with a cryptocurrency tomorrow, they already do consumer protection. So it's not that we are reinventing the wheel, and we want to clarify that. We're not reinventing the wheel. What we're trying to do is we're trying to bring the consumer protection and the fact and this payment basically into the decentralized side, because once we have that as well, and again we're dealing with a lot of laws here that we need to take care of in different regions as well. So that's actually something as well that you guys need to take to keep in mind as well. So we're not reinventing the wheel, but we are focusing on something that doesn't exist, which is bringing this to a decentralized world. It's the same thing that what happened when Bitcoin came out. It took years for Bitcoin to come out, even though the technology was already there and was working. But of course, people needed to get, why do we need decentralization, in the first place? And that's basically what we are seeing right now here. So like, why should I use MTO rather than PayPal, to give you an example? And that comes down to basically just personal choice. But what you can be sure about is that using a decentralized system like Merchant Token will be, once it's released, you will know that there is no major conspiracy behind, that your funds cannot be locked by anyone, because your funds are in the blockchain and those are yours and nobody can touch them. However, yes, you can go right now and have consumer protection. You can actually use crypto.com, to give you an example. They have the cards and you can go and use it. Yes, you still have to top up the one, so you have to exchange your crypto for USDC and then top up your cards, and then you have to use it. So what we're trying to do is for you to be able to use your Bitcoins, your Ethereums, or any other token or coin out there that the merchant will be happy accepting through our payment system. And that is what is, I would say, revolutionary, because it will be completely decentralized and it will not be hosted by anybody or controlled by any single person or company. Let me keep reading on the comments. July, I will not be leaving. I was just making an example that if my values were to be crossed completely, I will not be staying in a project because of the money. Absolutely not. I will always follow my values, and that's what I want to clarify here, that if I am working for MTO, is because they are a serious project and I really believe on the project. So that's what I wanted to clarify. Who can when will be listing Binance? Guys, there is no answer for that. At the moment, we are trying to kind of like get into certain exchanges. We tried Bitfinex, we tried KuCoin and Gate.io, and literally the answer was the same, that they do not see, that we don't meet the requirements. They don't, unfortunately, they don't say anything about it. What we, personally speaking, believe is all about volume. So we really hope that by listing in Hotbit and then Bitrex or Bitrex, whatever you want to call it, in February, we will have an increase in volume and awareness. And hopefully, once that is done, maybe a couple of months, sorry, after that, we will reapply into those exchanges, and hopefully we will be able to list. And I, personally speaking, this is just my opinion, and again, I cannot confirm that, but hopefully if we get listed in Bitfinex and KuCoin and Gate.io, that's kind of like the next step would be Binance. But again, guys, you cannot buy your spot into Binance. It just doesn't work that way. So just wanted to clarify that as well. Gabor Magda, there are enough developers to develop the project. I have answered a lot of times these questions. We're not going to share the exact amount of people working, but we do have front end, back end, web developers, we have blockchain developers, we have a ton of developers out there that are working for us. Some are actually hired by HIPS, some are just contracted by to do some works, and that's it. So I just wanted to clarify that, but we're not going to be sharing the exact amount of people that are working on the project because it leads to speculation, and people that are sharing FAT can use that information to their advantage and create even more FAT. What you need to know is that the main developer has been asked several times if he needs extra developers, and he has always said that he doesn't, because more developers will just lead to slowing down the process. So far we're actually doing good anyway. The fact that it's developing slowly is not due to the amount of developers, Serkan Guler. It is just because this is what we're doing takes time. That is it. Parkerp referrals, since the first day the ICO ended, it was actually being told that the referrals will be allowed to be withdrawn 1 year after. So basically when it was going to happen 1 year after the ICO ended, you will be able to withdraw your referrals. We are still working on how will that work, because again, we don't want to impact negatively the project itself. If you have a ton of tokens that we're giving away for free, people are not gonna care how much you sell it for, because they didn't pay for that. So that might even cause an extra dump on the price, and we just don't want to do that. So we're definitely gonna make sure that the release of the tokens is gonna be fair, and most importantly, will not happen all at once. Juras, the date for the changing the token to coin, there is no date. We're going to be releasing a new roadmap with a new website coming next month, but we don't have a date for the blockchain as of now. Everything is going to be written there, but again, we will not be giving, even during the roadmap, we will not be giving specific dates, because anything can happen, and we don't want the community to get upset again, because we didn't keep up with the date. Where is the code base? More than 2 weeks passed. Yes, Kasim, regarding the code base, you say more than 2 weeks. Remember that it was kind of end of the year or new year. People do take holidays on that, so I wouldn't even consider the first week of January to be a working one, even though the main developer, myself, John, Axel, everybody will kept working throughout, but we had to give some days off to certain developers as well. Also, at the moment, they are focused into finishing basically the manual dispute management, and we have had some bugs recently that they are trying to fix, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks we should see them releasing the code base, and by Friday I will definitely have an update on that. Ziad, the team is perfect for what we are trying to achieve right now. As I say, we are working on developing the technology and literally creating partnerships. But other than that, the only focus of myself as a marketing at the moment is just raise that awareness, discuss with you guys what do you think we should do in your opinion, and then take decisions on that. So at the moment the amount of team that we have is enough. We don't want to be wasting money that we will definitely need in the future for that. And I want to clarify that it does requires money to build basically what we're trying to build, because it's not just the development of the technology. It is also very, very important all the rules and regulations that need to be taken care of, and partnerships. So those are the things that you need to see as way, way more expensive than even just developing the technology itself. And without that, this project will not be successful. Without the technology, this project will not be successful. So these are the things that we need to focus on. Marketing will come once we have the working project and we have taken care of the regulations in certain areas and region, and we can actually use our code in those areas and regions, and we can get merchants on our side. They themselves will actually be doing our marketing, because it will be up to them as well to promote MTO, that they are now accepting crypto through a MTO and giving consumer protection. You know, those are the things that you also have to be looking into. So again, the majority of the funds will go towards that. Yes, we're still using funds to get listed on certain exchanges, to get, as I said, we are getting marketing with those listings as well, and we are actually raising awareness as well. So these are the things that you guys should consider, but the majority of the funds will go towards that. I don't understand about the rule. What do you mean rule changes? I don't understand. Yes, Zach, we will. Regarding exchanges, the reason, like, if you go and check on the Telegram group and you go and see the voting, the majority of people voted for Bitfinex, which unfortunately we couldn't list in there. But the next one was Hotbit, which is an Asian exchange. But we chose, even though it was like the last one, the last choice from the community, we chose Bytrex. And the reason why we're choosing that is because, first of all, Bytrex is completely global. But most importantly, the user base, or their user base, is mostly set up in Europe. So with Hotbit, we are actually targeting investors or token holders in the Asia region, and with Bytrex we are actually targeting the European region. So definitely, as you say, Luno, which is based in South Africa, this is something that we are going to be looking into, but definitely moving on in the future. My priority is see if with these two new listings we're going to get volume increase, and then we're going to get hopefully the chances to list in bigger exchanges such as KuCoin, Gate.io, and so on and so forth. Ziad, no worries. Well, I have to say that sometimes I do feel, kind of like certain comments do impact me directly. I'm human, so that's normal. But really, I really appreciate, and I see that there is a lot of people from the community supporting the project and supporting myself directly. And I want to say that I am every day more motivated to keep moving forward, to make this project as successful as it can be. So, and really I'm doing my best for that. I really want to share that and clarify that for that. Yes, Parkep, regarding the rules of the referral, yes, that's going to be shared, but definitely we're going to be discussing that. We'll be making a video explaining all of that. We will send an email to every one of you, to let you know that that has come out. So definitely we will definitely share that information so that everybody is aware. But just to clarify, because I don't want to have the community divided on this, we're going to be working and we're going to take decisions in advance before that they come. There are still a lot of months before that happens, but before that they come, we will take decisions that most importantly are not going to impact the project, because there is a ton of tokens on the referral side, and we don't want all those tokens to be dumped all at once as well. or even have that opportunity. It might not happen, but we don't want to give that opportunity. No, you will not be able to stake unless someone decide to put a pool in there, but we are not going to put a pool. At least it cannot come from our side to stake, because that will make the token a security, and because HIPS it is highly regulated in Europe, it could basically bring some issues to us and slow down the process. So that's something that unfortunately we cannot do. I would love that was actually my first idea. It would solve, like, creating a staking system will solve a ton of issues here, but unfortunately we just can't do that. You can access Young Jim Kim. You can actually access the project right now. Sorry, the MVP, just to answer. So if you go to merchanttoken.io, we have shared that link before. Token.io, you can actually access it. So there it is. So just for you to know if you want to get into that as well. I cannot pronounce your name. Is Arabic, so I'm not even gonna try. But I'm happy that you feel better when I talk. That's kind of like the whole point of doing these project updates every other week, and the AMA in between, so that we can actually have that conversation with you. I do understand, and it happened to me as well, guys. I am human, and I'm a community member like you. So when I see that people you don't get that kind of conversation, you hear even more people that are sharing that fad, and you kind of like give them even more importance. So that's another thing as well that I understand completely, because it has happened to me in the past, but I really want to that's the reason why I actually so active in Telegram as well, because I want to be there. Something else as well, we might be changing, it depends on how it works actually with this. I will try to keep it, but we might be changing the project updates. It will always happen every other week, but we might be putting like an AMA with some project updates, like we're doing right now. Basically, we are talking about the project, and we're doing answering questions. So it will basically be like that every other week. So I do have a bit more time in between for me to be doing more videos, because I really want to focus on making videos on this YouTube channel, because I have seen that this is actually the best way that you can get conversions as well, if you explain what the project is about. So I want to actually go in depth into the white paper and literally just go and review every single part, and literally translate it for normal people as well, like myself, and also I will also be the things that I don't understand, I will get them someone to explain it with more experience on that. So I just wanted to clarify that as well. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining. It has been already 43 minutes. I really want to keep it this as short as possible. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for your questions. Don't forget to share this video so that as much people will actually come and see it. And the more exposure we get, the more YouTube itself will promote Merchant Token as itself, and we should be able to get more people. Okay, guys, have a good